Hi, how are you today? Today I want to talk about how to conjugate irregular verbs. Let's get started. If you hear the word irregular verbs, it might make you think like, I don't want to learn it, or I'm okay with that. But in reality, it's not that complicated at all. In fact, I have a good news for you. There's only two verbs that conjugate irregularly of all of the verbs. する meaning to do something, and 来る to come. Now, let's see how they conjugate according to sentences. Let's start off with this verb, する. As you can see, する becomes she in most of the sentences. Except as always for a sentence I do in the plain form, you can just say the verb as it is, so する. And for a sentence I can do something, you use this word, できる or できない for I cannot do something. And so if you remember that this verb する basically conjugates into she, except for the potential form, which is できる. I think that's helpful. Alright, now let's see the conjugation sentence by sentence. しない I don't do something. します I do something in the polite form. する I do something in a plain form. できる I can do something. できない I cannot do something. しよう Let's do something. Alright, let's move on to the other one. 来る 来る conjugates like this. So here, 来る basically turns into こう except for one sentence, must form. In the must form, it becomes き 来ます But for the rest of the sentences, you conjugate it into こ Now, let's go over the conjugations for each sentence. 来ない Someone is not coming or someone doesn't come. 来ます Someone is coming or someone comes in the polite form. 来る Someone is coming or someone comes in the plain form. 来れる or 来れない Someone can come or someone cannot come. 来よう Let's come or more like why don't you come? Okay, this is how irregular verbs conjugate. By the way, did you know that many verbs that are only made of kanji can be turned into verbs by adding する after them? Let's take a look at some examples. 勉強 study as a noun. 勉強する to study. 料理 dish or cuisine. 料理する to cook. 電話 phone. 電話する to make a phone call. 昼寝 nap. 昼寝する to take a nap. 休憩 rest. 休憩する to take a rest. And there are so much more words like that. And so if you know or if you find any other words like that, please write them in the comment. Also, one more note, really quick. する can be also used for saying to play sport. For example, サッカーする I play soccer. バスケしない Do you want to play basketball? Now, let's move on to the practice part. Question number 1. How do you conjugate the verb する to fit with the sentence? Great! In an affirmative polite form, ますする conjugates into し And so the answer here is 毎朝散歩します Question number 2. How about this sentence? Yes, perfect. For the potential form, する turns into できる And so the whole sentence here is ここでバーベキューできるかな Okay, this is the last question. How do you conjugate 来る in this sentence? You conjugate 来る into 来れる in this case. And so the answer is 今日うち来れる Okay, wonderful job. That's all for today. Thank you so much for watching this video and I hope you could get some new points out of it. As always, I will put some more practice sentences in the description down below. Please write your answers in the comment. I will see you again in my next video soon, and I hope you will have an amazing day. Bye bye!